Hi guys, today we will see how to create a table in Dataverse. To create a table in Dataverse, we need to go to the makepowerapps.com portal, and here in the table section, we will see that we have three different types here. Describe the new table. This is good because now with the Copilot stuff and all this artificial intelligence stuff, we can just describe the table and the Copilot will help us. We can also use an Excel file that has some examples of the records and it will help us to create the table that we need. And also we can start with the blank table. And we have a fourth option here. We won't work with this today because this is a very different topic. It's part of the tables, the kind of tables that we can find in the Dataverse. However, these tables are used to connect data from an external data source. It could be a Azure SQL database and also finance and operations. At the end of the day, finance and operations working on using an Azure database, but well, we will talk about it in a different video. So let's start with the first option, describe a new table. Now Copilot is waiting for us to add some stuff. In that way, it will help to create the table. You can see, what do you want to do with this table? Well, we can start trying to give some instructions and then Copilot will be doing step by step. But what happens if we want to give him the whole information? For example, we want to create a table to store my Oconus information, and this Oconus has this structure. You see, now it's giving us some example of how it's creating information, the table. You see, I also added that it will be a string. We can see it's string in different fields, and we have integer for login, local meal, and proportional meal rate because I added the integer stuff here. Also here, I was being able to insert the whole information, but well, Copilot is smart enough to know that if it is int, it means integer. So this is the first option that we have. Then we can edit some properties. But well, you can see Copilot is really powerful and it can help us to save a lot of time if we have the whole information that we need. Let's cancel this step. The second option is, okay, I have an Excel file with the structure of the table that I need. Let's just drag and drop. And now Power Apps is looking into the file and trying to determine the kind of fields that I need in order to create my table. And you can see it's giving me almost the same information that we saw in the other way that we used Copilot. With information here, it determines that it's a currency stuff, it's a date, so it really did a very good job. So maybe sometimes we just need to do that and hit create and we will have everything done. So as you can see, there are very easy ways to do this. And the last option will be to start with a blank table. What does it mean? That it will give us the option to create row by row and establish all the different metadata information. If we want to edit the table, you can see here that we have some information that is very important related with tables, like the name, the way that we will see the table. The plural names is just that in an S because we sometimes need to integrate outside. The primary column, well, we need to establish which will be the primary column of the table. But what I want to show you is the part of the advanced options. The schema name. What is the schema name? Well, this is the internal name of the table in the database by default. The schema name is automatically created for us based on the display name of the table. As you can see here, we have new table here, but if I put Oconus information, well, you see everything is changed here. So once we have the information that we need, we can just hit save and keep creating the different columns that we need. This is the three different ways that we have to create the table. And just to add something here, we can add three different type of tables. You see that we have here in this grid the table, the name, and the type. In Dataverse, we have 4 different types of tables. One is the standard. All of us know that the standard table is what is coming out of the box. Then we have activity tables. What is an activity table? You can see here, maybe this is an appointment. So an activity table stores interactions such as phone calls, tasks, appointments. You know, Dataverse has a set of activity tables out of the box that we can use to store those kind of events for us. Then we have virtual tables. I don't have any virtual table here because it's a totally standard environment. But as I told you, the virtual table is the kind of table that we can use to connect data from an external data source. It could be different data source. At this point, Power Apps, all the platform that we have here in our hands, can connect to a several number of data sources. And the last one is the elastic table. What is an elastic table? Well, it's kind of a similar table like the standard, but we use it when the table is going to work with a large data set. It means that the elastic tables are built in a way that offer performance benefits. And the most important part here, or something that I really loved about working with elastic tables when I need it, is that all these kind of tables are powered by Azure Cosmos DB. It means power, guys. Well, it's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this little video, that you learn a little bit about how to create tables in Dataverse and the different attributes that you can use. There are different fields, and well, it's a very easy way to start with Dataverse. See you next time, guys.